stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
I better not do that. It'll make my camera do weird stuff. You don't want that. I didn't really let anybody know I was going live or anything. I just kind of did it. So, welcome. I'm going to be talking about some unsaid rules in AA. Yeah. Some meetings go by them, some don't. You know, really depends on the meeting. Really depends on the meeting. You see, when I first came into AA, if you had less than 30 days, you didn't get to talk. And there's very good reasons for that. But there's also very good reasons to let newcomers talk. See? So why did we do that? It's, when we do things like that is because we're trying to make the bottom reach the newcomer by doing that, right? And there's some place like I go to a 3:00 meeting and it's a newcomers meeting. Okay. Now, if you have a newcomer and they're new, okay, they've never been to AA before, what you're going to get is a lot of guilt and shame. Something just happened. I mean, they're not coming into AA because everything's, hunky-dory, right? I didn't come in because my life's great. I think I'll go to AA. It's just not how it worked. Sometimes it can actually be bad for newcomers to be talking to me. See, we have an unsaid rule. No dumping in meetings. And your sponsor's supposed to cover this with you. We don't bring it up in the meetings. But you're not supposed to dump in meetings. You're supposed to share your experience, strength, and your hope. Well, newcomers don't know how to do that yet. They don't have any yet. They don't have any experience, strength, and hope. So why are we letting the newcomers talk? We're not therapy. We're not therapy, folks. I'm not against newcomers talking up. I'm not against it. Not totally. Right. But, if you have 3 or 4 newcomers, they talk for 5 minutes apiece. That's half your meeting of, frothy emotional appeal. Okay. They feel guilty. They feel a lot of shame. A lot of things are going on. Okay. I'm going to tell you why it was replaced, why it was changed. And it was due to laziness. Okay. This kind of goes along with the letting newcomers talk within their first 30 days and finding a sponsor kind of go hand in hand. See, what's supposed to happen is, hi, I'm Dion, I'm new. Right after the meeting, there had better be men coming up to me saying, do you need a sponsor? But we're not doing that anymore. I'll go to a live meeting. I don't see anybody approach any of the newcomers. It's weird. It's weird. And that I feel like it goes along with this, if you're willing to be a sponsor, which doesn't jive in the program. I don't know why a lot of these groups are using it. Okay. That wasn't the question before, and I don't know why it changed. I was out drinking during that time. Okay. But I'm not going to get into the semantics because in a way it is what it is. Okay. But you're not supposed to be dumping at meetings. So newcomers, people that are 30 days and less, I don't mind. But beyond that, no, you should not be dumping at meetings. That's what your sponsor is for. And if you're dumping in meetings, then I know you don't have a sponsor. The group is not where you go to solve your problems. That is not the place for it. The group is there for the newcomer, not you. If you're not going to the meeting to help out newcomers and help other people, why are you going? To help yourself? That's a good thing too. Yeah, that's a good thing too. But if you want to dump, get a therapist, man. I don't want to hear it. Do you know how many sob stories I have heard in my life? I've heard like 4 of them today just by going to meetings. Okay. Meetings are about the solution. We are only supposed to be talking about the solution. Newcomers cannot talk about the solution. They do not have one. Okay. What are some other unsaid rules? Pay attention, man. Have respect. Have a little bit of respect. If somebody else is talking, listen. If you're in a Zoom meeting, turn on your cameras, man. Stop hiding behind your cameras. That's not really an unsaid rule. That's a bee. He flew out. I'm gonna shut the window. Oh, I won that one. I thought it was a fly. It was a bat. And it goes there. I'm like, it started looking at me, and then it flew out the window. So we need to pay attention while we're in the meetings. See, this is the way I see it. Everybody else had the respect to listen to me when I was talking. And I need to give the same thing. Oh, I don't want to hear what they have to say. Well, then you are probably going to miss out on what God's trying to tell you. At meetings, I even listen to people that I don't like, because sometimes they will say something that I need to hear. So what that it came from that person. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to thank them for it too. Yeah. And you know what happens then? Then I like the person a little bit more, thinking that maybe I was wrong. I was wrong, man. You know, first impressions aren't always the best ones, right? Okay. Stop coloring in meetings, please. You cannot color and do that at the same time. I know it for a fact. So I can pay attention. No, you can't. Your brain is using something else, and it's focused on that. Okay. You don't get AA by osmosis. Okay. And if you're in there screwing around, then you're probably there because of the courts. And I'm probably not going to really talk to you because you weren't a part of the meeting. In our meeting today, somebody's been in the group for a little bit. They think that they don't need to follow the rules. Everybody needs to follow the fucking rule. Everybody needs to follow the rules. The rules in our meeting for verifications are: you ask at the end of the meeting, you stay on camera. That is the requirement, and very good. So one person asked, then all the newcomers asked at once. And there's very good reasons why we do that. Very good reasons. You don't know. You may not know yet if you're newer, right? You just may not know. Ask. Okay? 13th stepping. I will cut off your fucking hand. Okay? I do not tolerate unsafe environments. I do not tolerate it. If I'm in the room and somebody's making it unsafe, I'm going to ask you to leave. Okay? I was upset because the last 2 times I went to meetings, I walked someone out to their car. They didn't know me. They don't need to know me because I approach it the right way. Hey, do you need any help? That's all I need to do. So, hi, Ingrid. This isn't going to be very long. Get set up for the 5:30, and I know that's an hour away, but I hold it. I actually do it outside, so because it's nice, I have the breeze, and I can smoke. That's the real reason. That's the only real reason. All right. So this whole, okay. So what happens when we get into AA and we get rid of the alcohol? People tend to clamor for one or two things: sex or money. And what they're trying to do is fill that hole in their tummy. And it's not going to work. Okay. I don't know how many times I've been working and these guys never make it. I tell every sponsee when we start in my very first meeting, are you in a relationship? No? Okay. I'm not going to allow you to have one for a year. Are you okay with that? And I'm not. And I will drop you. Yeah. That's one reason why I'll be like, you're not going to do the work. Because when you start a new relationship, how much time does it take? 90% of your time. Come on. The point is that we've got to become better people. If you want a real relationship in your life, then become worth having. You have to be worth something. That's why I love when people talk. I'm not a salesperson. I'm like, you're married. Of course, we're a sale. We're all natural salespeople. We are, in a sense. Right? So let's kind of reiterate these things. Okay? AA is not therapy. No dumping in meetings. No dumping in meetings. If you're having a hard day, you call a friend. You call a sponsor. You talk to your therapist. But the meeting is not the place to solve your problems. It is for newcomers. And if you're not a newcomer, you are not a newcomer if you're past 90 days in my book. That's just me. Okay? You're no longer a newcomer. Okay? Because now you got that 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, steps 1, 2, and 3. You're past the infancy stage. If you've gotten past step 3, you are not a newcomer anymore. You're not. You can't be. And you never can be again. Even if you relapse. It won't be the same. I'm telling you. Hi, Ingrid. Ingrid knows. Yeah, it's a lot fucking harder to come back in. All right. So we don't dump in meetings. Okay. We're going to save that, except for newcomers, because we know that they don't have anything else. Right. So within their first 30 days, I give a little leeway. Very first meeting, I'm not going to, they have their time limit and that's about it. Right. Pay attention. Have respect for others, whether you like them or not. God talks through other people. And I don't want you to miss out on a chance that you might have because you're being closed-minded that this person is talking. Right? We don't know who God's going to use to reach us. Okay? And no hitting on each other. Stop it. Okay? And it's not just men. I'm telling you that right now. I have been hit on a lot in meetings by women that are new. Even with this on. Doesn't matter. Because they're clamoring for something. They don't know what to do with themselves. And I'll even talk with this, but I'll be like, no, that's not what you're really looking for. You're looking for relief. And you no longer have it. So you must acquire the skill of delayed gratification. That's it. All right. No 13th step. And if you see it, God's sake, say it and say it fucking loud. I would have no problems with saying out loud in a group of people, stop fucking hitting on her. Yeah. All right. Those are some unsaid rules. Right. And it's stuff that your sponsor usually covers with you, you know. And we have to remember that the meetings are for newcomers. And if you are don't be, then the meeting isn't for you. It's about you. Go share your experience, your strength and hope. Have a good time. Enjoy your fucking friends, man. That's what it's about. The newcomer and camaraderie. Yeah. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. It's good to. I had some quiet people. That's okay. Doesn't matter. I love you all. Thanks for being here. Ingrid, good to see you. Everybody else that was here, great to have you. I love you all. Yeah. All right. I love you all. Peace out and have a day.